Hey, morning. Here we are, back with another property finance Q&A. Got a little bit of a technical issue I've had to cope with this morning. My main camera wouldn't show on screen, just blank screen. Don't know what was wrong with that. So I'm on my backup camera, but there we go. Good. So here we are with another property finance Q&A, and happy to share with you, as I do on pretty much every Monday morning, apart from the bank holiday season we've been having recently, about property finance Q&A. You ask questions, I answer them. We spend a few minutes on here once a week on a Monday morning about 8:30. So hey, what is it you want to know? I'll tell you a little bit about what I've been up to. So here we are while I'm waiting. So hey, got a property finance question? Ping it in the chat box, which comes up here for me, and just in that little corner of my screen, and I'll answer your question for you. So there we are. Seems to work. Here with me trusty cup of tea, which I like to have in the morning. A bit of a tea person in the morning rather than a coffee person in the morning. There we are. Hey, Andre, good to see you. Here we are. So I'm well, yes, actually, yeah. Have you noticed some sort of redefined graphics on there? I mean, I go out through StreamYard because it allows me to go simultaneously into LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and the like. And I'm noticing some different graphics there. It's coming up a bit differently than before, but maybe they've had a little bit of a revamp. So there we are. This is what I'm doing. So I just answer questions, and you fire them in. I'll do the answers. Tends to work pretty well. It's a winning format. So got a question? Fire it in, and let me have a crack at it. I just got back late last night doing a BRR Summit, and BRR Summit and my little one-day events where I just share a shed load of information. I'm going to put the link up on there shortly. There we are, BRR. Let's pop that on the link there. There we go. So there you go, brrsummit.com. So there we are. Yeah, I had a bunch of people there. Had a really great day. I mean, the stuff I share on this, I mean, almost no one knows this stuff on finance, weirdly. But I'm happy to share it. Or if they do, they're not sharing it. I'm guessing, I can't be the only person that knows it, surely. But probably the only person that wants to actually really spill all the beans on these sort of things. So, yeah, I've met some really good people. Got some new people to work with and train and mentor, which is why I do these little events. And I've got you've got 4 more opportunities before I wrap up for the summer and shut these events down to the autumn. 28th, 29th of June. They're in-person events, and they're Heathrow on the 28th, Bristol on the 29th. But I'm trying something new. So now hang on and see if you want to check that out, because I'm going to do a couple of live stream ones. I haven't done live stream BRR Summits before, but I'm going to do one. Put these dates down: 21st of June and 5th of July. There you go. So there we go. Emmanuel, I see you're keen because we popped it on YouTube, and I didn't answer it quick enough for you, did I? Well, I was talking about something else at the time, but rest assured, I'm going to get around to it anyway. I've just finished on what I'm talking about. So you got a property in Kent, already split in 2 titles. You have workshop and barns on there. You need development finance, but also bridging. It's quite complicated. Should we split the title or merge? Well, why would you need bridging? Not understanding why you'd need bridging. It depends what you want to do with it. So I can't tell you why it's complicated. Can't tell you whether you should split the title or merge. You've already split the titles, so and you say you have a property, but should you buy it? Well, should you buy it means you don't have a property. So you're gonna have to give me some more information there, Emmanuel. Happy to help. Happy to give you some answers, but I don't really understand. There's not enough information there. Do you own it, or are you going to buy it? And if it's on split titles, what would be the defining factor whether you think you need bridging finance or development finance or both? So happy to help. Need more info. So feel free to do it, and it doesn't matter whether you do it on Facebook, like you're coming through there, or which way you come through on YouTube. Works well either way. Okay, so I'll leave it up to you to just give me a bit more meat on that bone before I can give you some guidance on that. JC, hey, how you doing, JC? Good to see you. Always good to see you coming in with a question. So, what happens if a lender's solicitor is slowing a remortgage and the remortgage offer is close to expiring? Will the borrower need to pay again for another offer, or will the lender extend the offer free of charge? Reason for the delay is due to the lender's solicitor not acting fast. Well, I would say lenders won't be. Now, usually on a remortgage, lenders don't pick solicitors. You pick the solicitor, and then the lender deals with them. Now, it could be if you've gone, they would pick the solicitor if you'd gone for a free legals package. So some lenders offer free legals. Now, that's not a smart move to take at all, because these are just like factories, if you like. Now, they're usually online solicitors. They buy and they provide a very poor service. So if you've gone down the free legal route, that's why it's messed up. It's not that they're inexperienced. It's just that they don't have a very high customer service rating. Now, as a broker, you'd rarely be any sensible broker is going to tell you don't take the free legal option because it's rubbish, really. I mean, they really are rubbish. Now, what happens if the remortgage offer is close to expiring? Well, that's going to depend on each lender. So the thing to do is to ask the lender, look, your solicitor is stopping me completing your remortgage. So what, as you recommended them, what are you going to do when my offer expires? And they haven't been able to complete it in the time frame. What are you going to do? Now, they might choose to give you an extension. They might say, we don't offer that product anymore. We're going to replace it with the product that we now do. They might do it at no extra cost, or they might want you to pay. So it's exactly down to the lender. So you're going to need to chat to that lender and voice your concerns. Look, I'm worried that your solicitor, as I said, it's very rare a solicitor, a lender chooses a solicitor anyway. Usually you choose your solicitor and the lender works with your choice. So, how is it that the lender's solicitor is working slow? Was it a free legals? Let me know, JC. There you go. Okay, Manuel, no need to apologise, mate. I just need a bit more info. So you're about to buy it, okay? Right. It's got a single story on one of the titles. The other title has barns, workshops, garages, greenhouses, which we'd like to develop into another dwelling. So, like to develop, okay? Well, does that mean you can develop it, or you can only develop it if you get planning permission? So, what you'd like to do is that plan independent, because that's going to have a big issue. And here's the thing: if it is plan independent, you'll be very unlikely to get any finance to buy it, because the bridger or development finance lender is going to say, well, what happens if your planning gets rejected? How are you going to pay us back? And unless you've got a robust plan B on how you can pay back a bridger when you fail to get planning, they're not going to lend. So planning dependent purchases don't work, because bridging lenders won't play ball, neither will development finance lenders. So you need to get planning. If it's planning dependent, and it needs barns, workshop, garages, which you want to convert into a single property, what do you want to do? Knock all them down. And what do you want to do with the single story on one title? What do you want to do with that? Just leave it as it is? Do you want to refurb it? Let's have a look. If we purchased it on one title, the other buildings would be considered an outbuilding, so finance will be complicated. But if we split it on two titles, it's two houses and one finance product. Yeah, but they're not houses, are they? Neither are going to work, because you can't say it's a barn without buildings and workshops and say it's a dwelling. It's not a dwelling. They're barns. So whether you buy them on a single title or split titles, it's not out. They're not two houses. It's one house, which is a single story house, and it's a bunch of outbuildings on a separate title. So buying it on a single title or split title doesn't make any difference to financing the project. What makes a difference of financing the project is how you're going to pay it back. So what you need to focus on is how you're going to pay back the finance that you borrow. So you're looking to do a BRR strategy. Okay, so you want to refinance the house, but you can't do a BRR on barns, outbuildings and garages, because you don't have planning permission to convert those into a dwelling or dwellings, unless you believe you've got permitted development rights. Bridging lenders or development finance lenders, I don't think that's complicated. Whether you're looking at it the wrong way. It's not about whether you buy it on a single title or split titles. It's about how you're going to turn barns, outbuildings and garages into a dwelling, and have a sufficiently coherent plan to do so that bridges and development finance lenders will lend. So they'll let, and if you have got that coherent plan to convert those outbuildings into dwellings and the relevant permission to do so, even if it's permitted development, you'll get the funding for it. It's not having clarity on how you're going to pay back the lender that's stopping you to doing it. So you're looking at permitted development on the workshop, which is 68 square meters. Okay. The garage we connected, which adds value to the square meterage. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna you've got a provider that wants both dwellings after completion. So so that's what you're going to sell them, or you got someone who wants to rent them out. Doesn't really matter either way, because you know they'll do that. So okay, so you've got permitted development on the workshop. Garage is connected, so you're going to merge that all together. That's okay. If you think you've got PD on that, going to demolish the barns. Really? Okay. Why wouldn't you keep those and maybe create a building out of those? I don't know. But okay. I'm not seeing the complexity, Emmanuel. You know, if you've got a property, a single-story property, going back to your original thing here. So it's split on two titles. There's a single-story property on one, and you've got workshops and barns on the other. Just doing that on here. There we are. So I don't think you need development finance or bridging. You're probably going to need just one development loan on and buy it. If it's already on split on two titles, just buy it on two titles and get one development loan for both. Yeah, as long as you've got some skin in the game, I think that'll work. So there you go. So maybe you're getting inadequate advice from whoever you're talking to about financing this on development finance or bridging. It's unlikely to be bridging, actually. It's probably going to be development finance. Or you know, potentially you could get one loan. It's on separate titles. You could have, and you want to do just a refurb on the single story, assuming that's what you want to do, because BRR would work very easily on that. Then you could just get a separate loan on that and do a separate loan for the permitted development. So you can cut this many ways, but yeah, Emmanuel, I'm not seeing the complexity. So if you want to message me, you can do so on through YouTube, but it's probably easier if you come back and do it through Facebook, because that I get that more. It's more directly to communicate with me. So hey, why don't we see if we can find that finance for you? You know, maybe it's not as complex as you think it is. It's just you're talking to the wrong people that are making it sound complex. Hey, ping me a message. Thanks for your questions. Good. We've got one more I'm going to scroll down to. Hey, Somsay, how you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. Always good to see you. If one bought from auction and later find out knotweed, the property's got knotweed, what if any go back to the seller for compensation? I'd say none, mate. No compensation. You bought at auction, sold a scene. So if you found out if you bought from auction and you latterly found out it's got Japanese knotweed, well, that's your fault, because you should have found it out before. You know, if you bought through an estate agent, well, that's a different matter. But auctions, it's sold as seen. So it's your responsibility. Stop worrying about compensation. Just get it a treatment company in and start getting it treated. So there we are. Caveat emptor, you see, buyer beware. And to be honest, that's far from the worst thing that someone's bought at auction. People buy all sorts of problem properties at auctions, don't really understand what they're doing. And yeah, there we are. So some say, sorry to say, mate, it's on you. There you go. Good. Hey, got anything else you want to ask? Anyone else got any questions? I'll be watching out. Hey, Manuel, I'll be watching out for your message, and we'll help you on that. So great, guys. We come up to my sort of half-hour watermark, if you like. But I mean, I'll stay on here for as long as people have got questions, but you know, often half an hour is enough. So I'll just keep sucking my tea. So, got another question. And so I'll be back. We've got a full month, no bank holidays in June. There we are. That's good. So I'll be back on doing doing this every Monday. And I'll be telling you about BRRSummit.com. Hey, when you come along, check out one of the virtual ones. But I don't know if they're going to work or not, but I'm going to give it a go. 21st of June. There you go. 21st of June, 5th of July. Just go on BRRSummit.com. You can see it there. Look, there it is. You can see it there. And just jump on there. Pick either of the 2 dates, 28th or 29th of June in person, Heathrow or Bristol, or come see it virtual. Yeah. And we'll see how that works. If it works, I might do more of them. I might be doing anything more in the summer, I don't think. But I might invigorate them in the autumn. So there we go. Hey, short lease buyers, which is actually Nick. It's Nick Hind. Good to, great to see you yesterday, buddy. Nick came to my BRR Summit, and he's reminding me very much this Thursday, being the first Thursday of the month, it's property chats. So what are property chats? Well, let me tell you. They're my reinvention of what midweek evening networking meetings look like, property networking meetings. And what it isn't to do, and actually while I'm telling you about that, I'm going to put the link up. Here we go, propertychats.com. So it's so what it isn't is the normal networking meeting, which is paid 20 or 30 quid, sit in your seat, be talked at for 2 hours. And by a succession of people, speakers, mortgage brokers, letting agents, and a whole host of other things. Probably pitched a bit of training too. It's all of those things. What Property Chats isn't, it's free to attend. There's no speakers, there's no presentations, there's no sales pitches. It's just chatting property, and actually people love it. So, want to get in there? Pop in, go to propertychats.com. It's first Thursday, which is this week. It's the 5th of June, and just pop along to your local one. You'll love it. I know you do. Everyone loves it. It's reimagining what a property networking meeting looks like. There's some that have this, you sit down and have food. Well, it's okay. Food's probably nice, but then you're stuck with the 2 people next to you either side and the 3 people opposite on the table, and you pretty much can't chat to anyone else because you're stuck there sitting eating. Whereas with property chats, you can move around. You can talk to, over the course of a couple of hours or so, you could chat to everyone in the meeting. Here we are. So thanks for the reminder to mention it, Nick. Good buddy. So we've got Raja coming in. Hello, Raja. Coming in through YouTube. Hope all is well. It is. Thank you. Got a question. If I were to purchase a property in a limited company, and let's say I had 2 in there and had to sell 1, how would I go about doing that to sell individually? You just put it up for sale. You can buy properties, multiple properties in the same limited company name. You can get different mortgages on them, and if you want to sell one, you just sell it, and then the proceeds, whatever the whatever's left after the mortgage has been paid off, comes in into company. So you can. It doesn't matter whether you've got 2 or 10 or 20 or 50. You just put it out for sale. Simple as that. So there's no. You're imagining a problem that doesn't exist. I'm not quite sure what you imagine the problem is, but whatever you're thinking is, it doesn't exist. So there is no problem. You just do it. Just do exactly that. There you go. So that was easy. Okay. Got a question? Got to be quick because we've gone over 9 o'clock. So I'm going to be cracking on. Got lots to do today. So Raja got in there with his question there. So there we are. And so thanks to Emmanuel in particular. That sounds an interesting project, Emmanuel. We'd like to, where are you? We'd like to help you with that. So ping your message. Maybe you already have. I'll check in a while. And with JC, hope you get your slow coach solicitor sorted, JC, and hope it doesn't end up costing you more money. Give us some feedback. Pop in the chat at some point and let us know what happened. There you go. Good. So a few interesting little questions there. I like that this morning. So thank you very much. I think we're going to wrap up for now, and I'll come back. And remember, if you want to experience one of the upcoming June BRR Summits, there you go, brrsummit.com. And if you want to book into a property chats, there you are, propertychats.com. That's for this Thursday. So I'll be back next Monday. See you guys then.